Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another red hot covered call video. Today is January 14th, 2017, and I am absolutely pumped to put together this video. This video is meant for inspiration, motivation, and we're going to break down the basic elements of writing a covered call, and we're going to talk about how our money makes money time and time again. So thank you for coming, and boy, let's get to it. First thing I would love for you to do is to bang that subscribe button. Yes, if you want an email that says, hey, I did another video, I want you to hit that subscribe button. I do these once a week, and boy, the feedback I've been getting, I love it. I had a guy write to me just yesterday, said, hey, I have a lot of subscriptions, but when I see your subscription come in saying you got a new video, I watch it first. Guys, I take that to heart. I love it. I'm motivated to do it time and time again. So please hit that subscribe button. Enjoy the video. So let's go ahead and get to it. You know, this week I'm driving a lot, and I'm listening to KDOW here near San Francisco, and boy, you know, you have these real estate investors on there, and they're just talking about how they're making rental money, and they're just, you know, excuse me, they're just making money hand over fist, turning over real estate, getting people on the radio talking about how they make monthly income, life-changing monthly income, you know, renting out properties, you know, doing the whole we buy a rental, which is like imagine it to be a fruit tree, and as that fruit tree blossoms, you know, we get the ripe fruits that we're picking from, and we're going to take the seeds and we're going to plant another tree, and then we're just going to have all these fruit trees that are just producing this fruit of cash. Okay, I get that, but you know, we've talked about this before. I believe covered call writing is the same exact principle. We can buy a company, we can write the call, we can collect the monthly income, we could do it time and time again, and we can control. We can have more control, and our entry is less. We don't need $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 of leverage to do that. You know, I use Microsoft as an example. We just buy 100 shares of Microsoft at $62 a share. We then write, that's $6,200. We then write the call, make the income. We do it time and time again. Okay? I'm not going to get into that. That's my Poor Man's Real Estate. I have that video. I want you to look for it. Poor Man's Real Estate Covered Call Writing. But it just inspired me to talk today about the cash printing machine that is covered call writing. It really is. It's really the side of Wall Street that brokers, they just do not talk about. And we've talked about this. The reason for that is they incur fee after fee after fee that would just make you cringe. I mean, I had a broker. My broker's charging me $100 to just do it. Then they're going to charge a percentage of the cash amount. Okay, that's just for a trade, in and out. Then to write a call, to close the call, no, it would be embarrassing, you know, as they do that trade and get in their BMW and drive away. But with online discount brokerages like Fidelity, E-Trade, Scottrade, we weekend warriors can do this. Okay, $7 in, $7 out. You know, that's nominal. That's nominal cash when you consider the big picture. We can do it. So I think of the cash printing machine that covered call writing is. Now, many of you listening probably, you already know this, but I've been getting questions time and time again about the step-by-step process and the trading platform I use. So I'm going to go through that. Bear with me for a couple minutes. We won't take long, but I do want to get to that. On the other side of this is going to be dividend cash machine I'm going to talk about. How our money just keeps making money. It's the millionaire mindset. So let's get into that. So what is the step-by-step? So, you know, Thinkorswim, even Fidelity has an active trader platform. And you see this great, you know, you see these pictures of these trading software, green, red, everything flickering. Hey, I'm going to disappoint you guys. I don't use that software. For me, I buy the stock, I go into my Fidelity, and I basically do a simple basic deal. I don't need that platform, that active trading platform to manage that. Okay, so for the most part, I can't really give you a breakdown of how those platforms work. Now, I have used the Fidelity active trading platform, but not the trade covered calls. So to me, I don't need that. I'm not using it. I'm sticking to the basics. To me, it's my cash printing machine. Okay, so let's get into that basics. Okay, so here I'm going to start this presentation right here. So I'm showing you here that I'm using my Fidelity account to write a covered call, okay? And yes, that's my gratuitous picture of me. And thank you for coming to my YouTube channel. Very first thing I'm going to do when I'm in my Fidelity account, I'm going to click Trade, okay? I'm going to select Options because I got to get to the Options panel. Makes sense, okay? Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the ticker symbol. Okay, which is going to bring up the rest of the menus. Notice it's already set to options. My ticker symbol, calls and puts. Notice, and this is where for some it gets confusing. Okay, when I first did this 2 years ago, I had to call Fidelity. Okay, hey, you got to get it right, so make the phone call. Ask somebody that knows. Okay, in this case, we're going to sell to open. I have 500 shares of MPC, Marathon Petroleum. I'm going to write 5 contracts. Do you see how I sell to open? Quantity is 5, not 500 shares. It's 5 because remember, when you're in the trading options window, you're talking contracts. Contracts consist of 100 shares. So in this case, I can write 5 contracts. Okay? I'm going to select my, looks to be about a 1 month out here. I'm looking at February 24th. I'm going to go ahead and select that. When I do that, I'm going to pick my strike price. Okay, notice where the stock is trading right now. It's at this point, it's $49.78. I'm going to select from the drop down the 55 strike. Do you see that? 55 strike. And in the final calls or puts, I'm going to select call. Okay. The next window, as you can see, for me, I'm going to do a limit order. I want to get my price. Look to the right. Look to the right. You see the bid ask for that current strike, the February 17th, 55 strike. Notice that right now, based on the stock price, it's a 55-cent bid. That's what I'm going to sell it at, 55 cents. That's what I'm going to get paid. That's my premium. That's my cash printing machine right there, right? 55 times 500. I'm going to select that. Look what I'm going to do. And I've talked about this. I do not want to put the bid. I'm going to slip out a little bit and put something higher. I want the market makers to have me on record as wanting to sell 5 of them a little bit higher than the 55 strike, or pardon me, the 55 cents. Okay? I may not get 65 cents, but I'm going to put it out there. How many times have I put in a 55, 56, thinking I could play the game a little bit, and bam, it gets taken. Okay? Then I feel like I gypped myself, maybe a couple pennies, because remember, that's profits. I put 65. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put 65 knowing that it won't be taken, and then I'll go in and I'll replace this with maybe a 60 cent and try to play it. See if the market maker will come up, fill my order. Okay? Next part, you want to select all or none, unless you want to go ahead and have some of your contracts filled. I like to have them all or none. I have not had a problem with that. They'll usually take them, okay? And select all or none right there, and we're going to go. Notice the 65-cent bid that I have thrown out there for somebody, clearly it's not going to be taken, but for me, I feel like I can go back in and replace that and get the price I want. Okay. Finally, when I'm ready to preview this order, notice it is to sell open 5 contracts for that 17 of February contract, 55 strike. I'm hoping to get 65 cents. Notice the estimated total right there in the middle. You know, the 55 bid is there for me if I want it. It's got volume, but I want more. I want a little bit more here. I put the 65. Notice that's my potential cash right there. It tells you what your upside gain is. your unlimited loss is, because I'm not, if it goes down, I'm stuck, right? But we understand that. I'm going to place that order. Once I place the order, notice that it's sitting there in my orders waiting to be executed. Clearly, I know that it's not going to go. And notice over to the right, it's not filled. So I'll go in and hit replace. Okay. When I hit replace, I'll modify the limit order down to, and notice right there, notice the bid and ask since I've done this has gone lower. Meaning the stock price has gone lower, and now the bid, I could have gotten 55 cents. Now it's given me 50. So it works both ways. I might be able to get a higher bid, but in this case, I'm not. I'm not going to get a higher bid. So again, it's finagling a price. In this case, I waited it out, and quite frankly, I didn't get the price I wanted. That's okay. I moved on. I sold my MPC shares. I told you in my last video I was going to buy PSX, which I did buy PSX, and I went ahead and I wrote a covered call on PSX, picking up 95 cents a share. But you know, you have a plan, you execute the plan, and at this point, this is just the basics of it. Okay, so what I want you to do, that's just a basic, that's the real basics of it, and get your experience. You know, open up your Fidelity account, your E-Trade account, Scottrade account, and you know, just you can even do the trading, the fake money trading. Do it. Get the experience. Because look, getting back to the theme that I talked about in the beginning, where these real estate people are printing monthly cash income. You got to have money to buy those houses. You can't be like fake trading a house, okay? You know, so the cost of entry, writing covered calls, is so much less. You're not leveraged as much. To me, it's a cash printing machine with minimal fees, okay? Now, I'm moving right along. We're going to finish this video with my dividend cash making machine. We're going to continue the theme here. Look, when you make, what was the profits here? Okay, the profits here, if you look, remember this video, remember this slide. It was $325 I was going to make on that. Okay, here is how you step it up a notch. This is how you take it from a cash printing machine, depositing covered call cash in your account, to then paying that forward, making monthly dividends. So how I do it, I write a couple covered calls, collect some income to enough where I can buy some closed-end funds. This is what I do, maybe not what you do. Closed-end funds are great monthly dividend cash generators. Okay? Chai is my favorite. CHY, which is a Colomus convertible as well. But I love Chai. Not the drink, but the investment. And this is how we continue to make money after the trade. It is a part of the covered call millionaire mindset. We are going to invest we're going to take our covered call profits and we're going to buy Chai. A covered call. I'm going to buy Chai, a closed-end fund, and I'm going to collect. These, by the way, are these are 9.5 cents per share per month kickback in a dividend. Okay? So what I'm going to do there is I'm going to take that $325. I'm going to collect a little bit of it. Maybe I get $1,000. Maybe I get a $1,500. I'm going to buy those Chai shares. I'm going to then let that sit. I'm going to then collect those dividends month over month over month. And I may even dividend reinvest, adding to the month over month. I mean, you can see how writing covered calls with the strategy of then taking that covered call money and buying dividend-paying closed-end funds or bond-like funds. For example, here is a Franklin tax-free income bond fund. It pays, unfortunately, I can't show you this. Look at all these dividends. These pay 2.5 cents per month tax-free. Again, it goes to the theme of generating cash just like those real estates do, but we continue to just make cash over cash with low risk investments with dividend income. It's the covered call strategy with dividend income And we just do it time and time and time again. We are in control of a cash printing machine. Okay? And I want you to think of it that way. Get that covered call financial education. I want you to get that experience, okay? And then I want you to start doing it, because with experience comes frequency. You'll do it, you'll feel more comfortable, and you'll start making that covered call cash income. So, hey, let's jump right over. I'm going to finish this video with my current monthly totals. This is meant for motivation. It's not to brag and boast. This is for you to see that it's happening. You can do it. So far, my totals, I have 2 covered calls coming due in September. That's going to add to this monthly income. I told you when we first began this, it's all about, can I do this strategy in retirement to have the ends meet the need with covered call writing, couple grand a month? I think that helps. I think that helps the cause, and that's why I show you this, because it can be done. It can be done. I want you to have that motivation. Hey, look, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope I didn't bore some of the more experienced guys with that step-by-step. Maybe you rolled your eyes. Hey, whatever. There are tons of people out there that watch this video, and they are learning, and those are amongst the covered call millionaire mindsets that you and I have. And hey, that bandwagon will accept anybody. Why? Because we're taking control of our financial life. Hey, I want you to applaud those people. I want you to applaud anybody that makes a comment and asks a question, because they are taking their financial life in their hands and they are trying to learn. How many times have I talked to people? Oh yeah, I invest in this, but I know nothing. And then they find themselves wishing they had listened or taken steps. Not you. Okay? You, by being here, are taking those steps and learning. So, hey, look, I want you to hit that like button. Tell me you like what I'm doing, and I'm going to keep doing it. Okay? Hit that like button right now. Hit the subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. I love it when I see more subscriptions, because that tells me you want that email telling you when I've done another red hot covered call video. Hey, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something, and I hope you're motivated. Until next time, I hope all your covered calls are profitable.
All I see is signs. All I see is dollar signs. Oh, money on my mind.